I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
Oh, it's happening! It's happening! It even says the right thing! It's working! It's happening! It even says the right thing!
My dick.
No, don't take a nap, Milk.
5,
Make posts saying that it's live.
4,
Fuck.
3, 2, fuck. Is that a kitty?
Yeah, was that a cat?
Yeah, that was my cat.
Perfect timing! Anyway.
Hello and welcome to the Cat Cast, where there's so many kitties! Your cat tenders for this evening will be Enigmatic Otaku,
Ooh.
Anon Pencil, Milk, Rav.
What?
My name's Slutter Priest. This week we have a very special guest. You guys have actually heard of him, and we know for that for sure because he listens to the cast, but also he is a really, really wonderful writer. You may know him as, that guy who asks, have you ever done anything for a non-OP franchise? But we like to know him for various crossover fan fictions, but also multiversal theory. It's RK Striker JK5.
And that I'm older than dirt.
You are not.
Hello?
Oh, if you guys have never
I'm
tuned
old
in,
as dirt.
Fine.
fair. If you guys have never tuned in before, welcome. You guys request the guests, we get them on, and we make them miserable for 2 hours. Everything that we do goes 100% to charity, and we've had a lot of people that we've interviewed before. Be sure to check it out on places like iTunes, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, and other places that randomly rehost our stuff that we didn't know about. We know that. We know it happens. It's okay. We like you. So, we are streaming live on Twitch right now, and we are looking at the chat for questions. The lovely Anon Pencil is watching it and sipping it gently with a Bloody Mary, sipping the chat. Pencil, what sort of questions will you not drink from the chat?
I'm so confused as to what the fuck you're on about. Chat, don't ask about religion or politics. Don't ask where he actually is from. Don't ask how to find us. Don't ask us to post nudes. Don't ask us to say racial epithets. Just ask the usual shit, and we'll ask RK the usual shit, and that's how we're gonna do it. And we have a drinking word. Duh. Two drinking words. Duh. Trixie and Megan. So if you're Trixie or Megan today, get drinking. I'm already ahead of you guys. Catch the fuck up.
Fucking Megan. Anyway, that said, let's jump into some actual interview questions for you, RK. Number 1, let's do the basic introduction. Who are you, and what have you done for the fandom?
I am RK Striker JK5. I have written multiple fanfics that are almost kind of good. Done text reviews for the first 3 seasons of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Actually know the difference between 2, 2, and 2.
Yay! The next question is, how did you get into the fandom?
Well, way back in the 80s. Pause.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-da.
I was a serious Hasbro addict because I watched My Little Pony Generation 1, Tails and Friends. After those, I just kind of fell out of it. Didn't really think about the franchise at all until about 2010, when I was at a message board at a website, and there was a gentleman there by the name of Sun Tzu who was watch of the original Generation 1 My Little Pony. I started following along, started watching some episodes on YouTube, and realized, hey, this show's actually pretty good. Better than I remember almost. And then he posted about a new version of it, and I started watching that. I'm afraid there was no marathon, there was no epiphany of, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. It was just, hey,
Cool. Then the next question.
Tell me that went over.
Yeah, no, we heard you. We were just trying to make sure that in case you were pausing for because you were done, not because it cut out.
Yeah, because we know today we have some technical difficulties. We've told the chat. So if everything is a bit loud and fuzzy sounding, we got to do what we got to do, guys. And
but honestly, right now it's coming through way better than in testing. This is really good.
Believe me, it is.
Let's keep going.
And it's mostly my fault.
It's okay. We're trying our best. What would the Barcast be without technical difficulties?
The next question is, what is your favorite part of the fandom? Would it be the online community, the fan fiction, the conventions, the music, or just the people? What do you think?
Probably the people, although I'm not really good. There are people I've worked with for a very long time. I occasionally glance at their name tag. But yeah, the fan fictions are really awesome. A lot of them are very imaginative. The people are cool. Most of them that I've interacted with, you guys are cool.
Yeah!
He lies.
You will not slander my name for you.
Speaking of slandering your name, the next question is, if there's one thing that you could say to your followers or your fans, what would it be?
Oh no!
They silenced him.
We did. Want to try that again, RK? Oh. That's what he'd say to you guys. That's all he'd say.
Yeah, that was it, actually.
Oh, okay. The next question is, who is best pony?
It depends. Are we talking about just franchise-wide, or do you want the answer to both?
Franchise-wide. Let's go for it. Let's dig deep.
Well, it's actually a two-way tie between two characters, one of which is not a pony. Wind Whistler and Megan.
Okay.
Fucking Megan.
Okay, Wind Whistles is great, but Lickety Split needs to die forever.
I don't remember Lickety Split. It's
She was the one
actually
who
been a bit
talked
since
kind
I've
of
seen
like
Generation
this and
1.
hung out with Spike all the time.
Oh god, now I remember her.
Yeah. I remember her well enough where I can sort of do a Lickety Split voice, and I hate her so much.
She was kind of annoying, yes.
All right. Now we're going to go out to the thread.
Oh, wait, we have a very important question from the chat first.
Oh, right. Yes, that question.
Go ahead.
Oh, I have the power.
Yes.
The question is, how big is your dick?
Never measured it.
Fair enough.
I mean, we could ask you to right now, but I think that would be a bad idea, so let's keep it in our pants.
Speaking of keeping it in our
idea.
All right, the next question is from Terry the Human. I can't believe I'm first in line to have my questions answered. How has your day been? Has it been good for all of you? So
It's been a good day. Yeah, it's been a good day.
Which is the better story, since these two seem to be the top two most well-known stories? Fallout Equestria or Past Sin? In your opinion, that is.
I've never read either one of them.
Okay.
You've chosen poorly.
The next question is, who would win on a fight? Self-aware Monica or Pinky after consuming a whole wedding cake?
Probably self-aware Monica leaked the flash file Pinkie Pie is in.
Okay. Then we're going to go to Alex underscore, who is giving you a two very close to your heart questions. Number one, what is your favorite non-MLP franchise?
Star Trek by a country mile.
Woo! Yeah!
Who is your captain?
I've got to be honest, it's a tie between Kirk and Picard.
Okay, you're picking between at least one of the best captains, so I'll let it slide.
The next question.
Wait, at least you didn't say Riker.
Riker's not.
Riker's not a captain.
He is by the end of it.
Oh. All right. Then the next question is, have you ever done anything for a non-MLP franchise?
Are you kidding me? My 1990.
What was it then? What was that fanfic?
It was a crossover between Star Trek and Star Wars.
Wow.
Was it called Star Star?
No, it was really bad.
Damn it.
Mostly because at the time, I hadn't even watched the entirety of the Star Wars original trilogy.
Oof.
Ooh.
Did you edit your story to have it that the lightsabers could be set to stun?
No, I was just kind of grasping at straws because at the time I had watched 80% of A New Hope, but only in certain blocks. It was 10 minutes of it, and then I checked the time oh, there's an episode of Star Trek on, and I just turned the channel. The Empire Strikes Back I had literally only watched from Vader telling Luke that he was his father till the end.
Spoilers.
Oh my god, no.
And Return of the Jedi was actually the very first Star Wars movie I had saw back in 1987.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, I could see where you'd be a little lost jumping in right there.
Yeah, I got into Star Wars mostly through the expanded universe. That was my Star Wars.
Wow.
Young Jedi. I got into the Young Jedi Knight series. Han and Leia's kids, The Next Generation. That was my Star Wars. Still is.
Huh.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how many Mandalorians did Picard have in your story?
I will kill you, Enigma.
None. He has none.
Good man. The next
I've got to.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just rambling. I do that on occasion.
Oh, you're fine. Number 3. They say you never forget your first. So, do you remember the first Barcast interview you ever listened to? How did you first find them?
I'm afraid I don't remember the first Barcast I ever listened to. Like I said, I've got a somewhat bad memory on things. But I thought you guys... I remember the good Human in Equestria Discord server, and when you guys split off, I just followed you. That was... It's kind of like with My Little Pony. There's not much of a tale to it.
No, there's a lot of background and history there that we're not talking about it because we don't want to start drama. But
Oh, there's no problem there yet.
But we are very happy in a very personal way to hear that you joined us in this server after we left a certain different server. So thank you for that.
I mentioned something bad there, didn't I?
No, you're fine.
We are ecstatic. We're just being very careful about what we say.
If you guys want to play the ARG, go out to Flutter Priest YouTube and find the video where the whole story is explained by a drunk Milk.
It's true. Milk does explain it drunkenly during video games. Good luck finding it.
We're like blind lemmings leading other lemmings off the cliff.
Milk, don't give them the title!
Now it's not an ARG.
I remember watching that, actually. I remember watching that video.
God damn.
It's okay.
Is it like an ASMR?
Okay.
Then I think I will move us to the next question because it is a spicy one. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
I've never had it before, but if people like it, I don't see why they can't eat.
I'll never know what it was.
Milk, they couldn't hear you for that. God damn. Oh,
Jesus Christ, Milk. I hate your fucking talk.
So, RK. Pizza, though.
Yes?
What pizza is good pizza?
I like pretty much any pizza I've ever eaten. Meats, peppers on them, just chill guy on that,
Pizza is love and pizza is life?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, since Priest has stepped away to help out Doggle, I will ask the next question. How did you first start writing fan fiction?
Back in 1995, I walked into the local London bookstore and found the first Young Jedi Knights book, which I actually still own and have on my shelf, like 5 feet away from me.
Cool.
Yeah, I bought it. I read it 5 or 6 times that first day, and I was so excited about it. And I was just like, wow, I wonder what would happen if these characters met the characters from Star Trek. Keep in mind, back then I had no access to the internet at all. I'm not even sure if there was an internet back then that I could access.
Yeah, that might have been at the time of ARPANET or something?
Yeah, so I just wrote everything down on notebook paper.
That's wonderful.
Which I still own.
That's so old school and wonderful.
Yeah, I just wrote out... What was that?
And what did happen when those two franchises met?
Well, if I remember correctly, the Empire had resurrected Thrawn and was using him to launch counterattacks on the New Republic under the command of the main bad guy from the first arc of the Young Jedi Knight series, Brackus. He was a former student of Luke's who had gone to the dark side. Because, tradition! There was a hole in space that got ripped open, and the Enterprise, which at the time was leading an attack on a Borg planet. This was Next Generation, by the way. They met, and Q showed up and told them, hey guys, the Force is kind of dying in the Star Trek universe, so Luke, could you start training some of these people? And basically that was about it. I also included characters from the shows Space Above and Beyond and Due South.
Well, that's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but baby steps.
Exactly. You gotta start somewhere. All right. I think Priest has questions for you.
Yes, I do.
Yay.
Like this one. We're going to questions from Lieutenant Major Dude, who surprisingly has questions this time.
Yay!
He says, "So then, Mr. Star Trek story writer, which Star Trek actor, not Delancey and Shatner for obvious reasons, do you want to see guest star in season 9 of the second MLP or the second MLP movie or Equestria Girls?"
Patrick Stewart.
Yes! Woo!
Duh.
Yeah, I'm still upset that you didn't voice Star Swirl.
That would have actually been pretty cool.
I would have probably lost my shit if he would have shown up in the real world and Discord would have been like, Star Swirl, long time no see, and he would have said, damn it, Discord! Get off my bridge! Like, it would have been the best day for me.
Well, one problem would be that.
Please,
One
go ahead.
problem would be that Star Swirl would have problems doing the make it so gesture that Picard could do. So, could he even do the Picard maneuver?
Well, you'd have to ask his sexual partners about that.
Can he do the Picard face palm?
Well, hoof palm?
Face hoof. Face hoof. Anyway, I think, there's another related question to that coming up now.
Speaking of season 9, do you have any expectations for it?
I have no expectations for it. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just going to write it out like the last few changes in Doctor Who. I'm just going to go in with cautious optimism.
I think that's
It's gonna be
very
like-
fair.
So all on Z.
LOZ, Geronimo, and would any of you like a jelly baby?
Yay! Silently, you also just said your favorite doctors.
My favorite doctors? All of them.
Oh, that's
To
wonderful.
quote the Brigadier from the 20th anniversary special, splendid chops, all of them.
All right. The next question is from RK, or fucking Lieutenant Major Dude again. Jeez. All right. Let's say a time rift happened. The events of your favorite MLP end up happening at the exact same time as your most hated MLP episode. How would that end up?
So that would be, oddly enough, my most liked and my most hated episode both feature the same main 6 character, Pinkie Pie. So it's Pinkie Pride, which is my favorite one, and A Friend Indeed, which is my most hated one. So I'm guessing Pinkie Pie is trying to throw a party for Cranky Doodle Donkey, while Cheese Sandwich is trying to do a birth anniversary for Matilda? Yeah, that works out.
That's unusual.
When did,
I'm
we
an
stop calling
unusual
them,
kind of a guy.
when did we stop calling them birthdays?
Ask Pinkie Pie, that's what she called it in Pinkie Pride. It was the anniversary and birthday. 1 second, I gotta take a sip of water. Holy crap, I am parched.
All right. Then, that said, the next question comes from Tumor. The question being, what were the Paleozoic ponies like?
I've got to be perfectly honest here. I think My Little Pony Generation 1 has aged the best out of all of the Hasbro cartoons from the 80s. And that's not meant as an insult toward it. It is actually a pretty good cartoon.
Awesome.
I yeah.
will admit, I've seen the first movie. Pencil encouraged all of us to watch it while we did a drinking game night and riffed on it. It's actually pretty nice, and there's some fucked up parts to it.
Like Tirak?
Yes.
Like the sea pony? What was that?
Are we talking about that one movie we saw where the wizard with the mushrooms who used it in an obscene manner that made us all laugh?
No, that's a different movie. I'm talking about the movie with the smooze.
That one.
No, I'm not talking about that one. Although the smooze is friggin' awesome.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking about Rescue. Yeah, I'm talking about Rescue at Midnight Castle, the very, very, very first My Little Pony special movie, the one where Tirak tries to cover all the lands in darkness, and Firefly goes over the rainbow to get Megan because Megan has opposable thumbs.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I've seen it a few times, and it's pretty good. It has aged wonderfully. Like, the entire series is, yeah, there's loads of characters, but a lot of them do get a chance to shine. There's really awesome villains. Some of them are a little but honestly, none of them are, like, horrible bad.
Did they honestly pick up a human just for thumbs?
I don't know why Firefly. I think Firefly just grabbed Megan because Megan was literally the first person she saw. Like, oh, she'll help.
I like to think what would happen if she flew over a prison.
Then we would have My Little Prisoners. Pencil is so confused right now.
The animation holds up too. I mean, it's not perfect, but compared to Transformers Generation 1, which honestly it looked like some of the animators literally fell asleep at the job. There's no really overtly bad animation there, and some of it is actually animated very nicely. Yeah, I'd have to say the Paleozoic ponies are pretty damn cool.
Awesome. The next question that we're going to go to is from Dust Chew. Number 1, we all want to know, what does your name mean?
Okay. Back in 2000, I was working at a restaurant with 4 other people with the same first name as me, which I will not say, obviously.
Thank you.
Yes, and one of them I became friends with all of them, but one of them I became really good friends with, and he was also a Star Wars fan, and he introduced me to a video game called Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, starring Kyle Katarn.
I had that and I liked it.
I'm not much of a gamer, but back then I really played it, and he introduced me to a gaming clan where we would go online and we would play the game. To me, this was an absolute revelation, like, whoa, you can play video games on the computer? So,
Jeez.
anyway, did I mention I'm old?
Yeah, I understand. I am of similar ages.
Yeah, well, the name of the gaming clan is the Radiant Knights. They asked me to choose a handle, which was Striker. We are Jedi Knights, and I was the 5th one to join. So my name, without the abbreviations, is literally Radiant Knight Striker Jedi Knight 5.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, actually, that all actually makes sense.
Well, broken clock, right twice a day.
The next question from Dust Chew is, what do you think of his avatar? I'll post it here in our chat just so that way it's easy to access.
Oh, I saw it. Dust Chew, I'm so ashamed of you. I mean, what is the matter with you? Rainbow Dash looks so sick there. Look at her cheeks. They're so flushed. And her hoof to her mouth, she's about ready to hurl, isn't she? Can't believe this.
So, another question is, do you know how to bake muffins for Trixie? And we drink.
Surprisingly enough, so yes, I do know how to bake muffins for Trixie.
What is the square root of Trixie?
Xie. Xie.
All right. Trixie clones are Trixie's best friend. Is this true or Trixie?
It is very true because Trixie's everyone's best friend.
Well, this is so many drinks, and I'm okay with this.
I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. How many Trixies is too many?
I believe they would be from the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. If I may quote this character, they're avenged. Heresy!
That part came through loud and clear.
If you combined a Trixie with Trixie, is it a superior model or just Trixie squared?
Well, with anything, it automatically becomes. So if you were to do the impossible and combine Trixie somehow, Trixie would become is divine.
Divine Trixie. Behold, all ye unfaithful.
If Trixie
Was there ever any doubt?
If Trixie became an alicorn, what would you do?
Drop to my knees and worship.
My man. Thanks for reading and hope you have fun, dude. Now we're going to questions to Sunbro for life. Number 1. What's your favorite video game?
Well, admittedly, I'm not. Sometimes give me a headache nowadays. But back in the day, I got a Nintendo Entertainment System for Christmas back in 1987. It still works, and I still own it. And one of the video games I had for it was actually called Shatterhand, and I thought it was a pretty good video game. It's not really well known, but it had good action, good playability. It was hard, quote unquote, Nintendo hard that some video games are known for. It had just enough difficulty for it to be challenging, but not so difficult that it was frustrating.
Awesome. I actually think I've heard of Shattered Hand before. I've heard good things about it.
Is that the one about the fantasy share?
No, it's a it takes place where some evil scientist and started creating an army because of course that's what they and there was a cop who was severely injured by one of his insane, and he had his fists and I believe his forearms too replaced with specialized cybernetic implants that allowed him to basically literally punch the robots to death.
So Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Any Metal Gear game, so I can't comment on that.
Next question. What's your favorite boss fight?
I don't know. Bowser's one?
Nice. The classics. Number 3.
Yeah.
Have you accepted Skeletor, the master of the universe, into your heart?
I don't know if I have or not. I would have to ask you, He-Man, whether or not I should.
Curse you, He-Man!
Curse you, nephew. Skeletor used to be known as Keldor, and he was Randor's half-brother.
All right. Let's see. The next question is, you are in the small pony city. What business do you start?
Untying knots.
Oh my god! That would actually be an amazing business! You get so many bits! Because no one but unicorns can untie knots. And they're busy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is witty
Yeah.
as shit. That's amazing. I want to see the story about this.
Damn it. Please, somebody write a story. No, I'll write this fucking story. Commission me, please.
I think Arcade gets proper rights. Just saying.
Yeah, totally.
So if there was another human, could they do a competing business where you tie knots?
No, that's not competing.
That's a monopoly.
No, that's working together. You work together, you become partners. One person ties, the other person unties the knots when they need to be untied.
It just sounds to me like that's some sort of like horrible scheme where you're just gouging all of Ponyville out of their money.
Now you're making me
Well, it
wonder
depends on how much you were, you know.
Now you guys are
It
making
would
me wonder.
depend on how much you were charging.
True, even a little bit though, if you have a constant steady stream, you know.
What a tangled web we weave and unweave.
When we...
Now
You
then,
guys are making me wonder how they open envelopes.
With their tongues, bitch.
all the paper cuts. Last but not least,
Ew.
some sun, bro.
So much.
Do you even praise, bro?
Even though I'm not entirely sure what that's...
Yay! I commend you.
Now we're going to questions from Petrichord. The first one is, how does it feel to have somebody else's OC used as your cover image?
I don't mind. I don't have an OC. I don't have a pony persona or anything like that. I have enough problems keeping track of my own head.
Well, there you go.
The next question is, do you imagine yourself as looking anything like a deadpan Trixie in real life? Or is your profile picture a complete lie?
No, surprisingly enough, in real life, I have something deadpan, slightly menacing expression. I've had one person at where I work be like, "John, are you all right?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm actually very happy right now." Because you look like you're... I just normally have a...
So
Go ahead.
you have resting bitch face?
I suppose that's a proper term. Yes, resting bitch.
Okay. Then the next question from Petrichord is, what's your favorite Queen song?
Oh, God, how do I choose? Saint Freddy, help me. Well, technically speaking, of all time is Bohemian Rhapsody. So, but God, just... I love Flash. I love Princess of the Universe, Who Wants to Live Forever, Killer Queen, These Are the Days of Our Life. We Will Rock You. How do you choose?
Oh, man.
Well, you choose Bohemian Rhapsody, obviously.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, it's still Queen. They're still all like... all of them. I love all of them.
I think that's fair. I will go with that because it's Queen, man.
Now then, the next set of questions comes from Rundown Jet.
Fuck you, Rundown Jet.
Number 1, what's your favorite meal, snack, or food stuff that's really unhealthy but so friggin' delicious?
I do like ramen noodles, and sometimes I mix chicken with them. Stir-fried chicken, maybe that.
I mean,
Okay.
that's unhealthy, but sounds tasty.
It is.
The next question is, what is the biggest or weirdest fear that you have?
I'm afraid of things being disorganized.
I feel that.
Like in an OCD way, or?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like I have a lot of Transformers, and I'm constantly like, hey, these are the classics. This is live action. This is animated. This is Prime Trilogy. This is this is Align. This is Generation One. This is miscellaneous, and I'm constantly like reorganizing them and like putting them in different poses.
Cool. But still, that gives you almost, in some ways, like a hobby. Because it's called a hobby. Sorry, that was dumb.
No,
um,
that wasn't dumb.
the next question is, why is bagged milk the best milk?
I've never actually had bagged milk.
Consider yourself lucky in that regard. The next question is, what is your one annoying habit? So something you do that annoys other people, or something other people do that just really annoys you?
Well, this is kind of odd, but I get really annoyed when I ask somebody like, hey, do you need a hand with that? And they're like, are you sure? It's like, if I wasn't sure, I wouldn't have asked.
That's totally fair. Then the next question is, what's the theme song for your sex life?
Pass.
Fair enough. Number 6. How would you describe yourself using only 3 words?
Oh, dear God.
That's 3. That's wonderful. The next question is, if your entire life thus far was a movie, what would be the title of it?
The Adventures of Anna.
The next question is, just how big is your porn stash?
I've never measured it. Computers are kind of scary to me sometimes.
Totally fair. And then the bonus question from Rundown Jet, which is clearly trying to get a rise out of you. Why is Trixie garbage?
Oh, Rundown Jet. You think you're going to get a rise out of me? Believe me, I've had the debates before. Trixie can be a jerk. She can be egotistical, but honestly, just about every member of the main 6 has been in one time. And I'll still take Trixie over any of them.
Fair enough. Then, the next set of questions are from the Witching Hour.
Who loves me?
With a deep stare looking directly at Pencil, my computer... Oh no. Hold on. Never mind, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
My computer's just almost blue screen,
fine.
so it's fine. Alright,
The bagged
Oh,
milk.
thank God.
The bagged milk almost made us blue screen. Witching Hour, what the fuck?
Although I love that the...
Witching Hour,
Go ahead.
Witching Hour, I will throw my masterpiece Megatron at you. Oh, yeah, I own.
Alright, fucking here we go.
And then this one apparently is against RK, the Haunted Astolfo.
It looks like this. How does that for you?
Oh, God. It's cute.
Did you see what
That's all I can
it's
say.
from? Did you see what it's from? Apparently, it says below the image.
Bitch boy.
Bitch boy.
Oh, God.
So bitch boy gay, and then you gay.
Oh, it's adorable. There, I think.
Also, I have to show this to Milk. Milk, wake up! Milk, stop napping! Milk. Milk, push to talk and look.
You guys have to tell me if it's like obnoxiously loud on the stream side because I haven't.
I don't care. It's just for a moment. Milk, push to talk, and look.
I did. I'm pressing it right now.
And what do you think?
Of what?
The image.
Which one? There's 3.
The new image of you.
Yeah, I've seen this one. I like it.
He likes it.
Yay.
Give Mikey a meme. He'll have anything. He'll mean anything. God damn it.
Love you,
What was
arcade
that
buddy.
cereal, that commercial?
Yeah, I was seriously referencing that old commercial.
Okay, good.
Don't worry, I'm old.
The witching hour concludes with, love you, arcade buddy. Make sure you read the horse mask with a little heart.
I'll try. No promises.
Shakespearecles comes in next for questions for RK_Strider_Jake A_Fine. Oh my god.
I think that actually broke Priest's little brain. Are you okay, honey?
Everything hurts.
It's okay, baby.
Everything hurts.
Baby, it's okay.
Number 1.
It's alright for...
When is Trixie going to be done being a spanner in the works?
Hopefully soon. I've actually restarted writing that.
Really? Is there anything
Yeah.
cool that we can expect coming up soon in that story?
Well, the main Sixer is going to almost ruin Trixie's plans for stopping Discord.
Ooh.
Drama!
Then number 2. Is Hasbro vs. Earth going to have a second very G.I. Joe Christmas in a row?
I think this time the Doctor is going to be visiting 13 Bannerman Road and seeing his old friend Sarah Jane. And also that is never going to be marked complete since it's a series of short stories.
I have a story like that myself. I don't think I'll ever complete Living with Twilight Sparkle. It's weird. For the same reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next question is, have there been enough culture clashes?
I'm going to actually restart that story because the beginning is it just doesn't go anywhere. So
Fair
I'm going to
enough.
restart that one. Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Good luck, man. I always find rewrites really interesting, and I hope it goes well. Number 4. Do you think
Yeah,
it
go
might
ahead.
be Do you think it might be time to pass the torch for multiversal harmony?
I'm about halfway finished the last part of the next chapter, so
Okay. Well, cool then. Question number 5 is, does this list of questions feel incomplete, Tag?
oh, you're so clever, Shakespearecles. No wonder you are the world's strongest writer. He thinks these are kind of old. He should see some of my old Star Trek, Star Wars crossovers from fanfiction.net that I haven't had a chance to complete.
Lord fanfiction.
From like the
.net.
Yeah, I'm really hoping 90 does that whole general fiction thing soon, so I can port all of my stories over from that glitch of a site to this one.
I would like Genfic soon. I only have like 2 pieces of fan fiction from other series, but I would be happy to move them over.
Yeah, I mean, if I was able to move them over, like right now, there's some sort of bug going around on the profiles of fanfiction.net that rewrites your profile or something like that. So I'm afraid to even log in right now.
Jeez.
I don't have all
Alright.
the details on it, but yeah, it's pretty bad. And like seriously, the site is so just it's not retro, it's obsolete.
This is true.
It looks like Shakespearecles found our ad that's running on Derpy Brew right now. If you guys are interested to go check out Derpy Buru, they have an ad that's running for us. It's some nice images of the space ponios with some clever text. And
It was very clever, yes.
a lot of people are coming and joining us, so expect a lot of new friends, guys. I'm really hoping it does well.
Our YouTube numbers have increased steadily, so if you're on Derpy Burrow looking at porn, glance underneath the image and see if you see a suggestion for ours, saying that we're fun for the whole family, except actually NSFW.
Yeah. Not safe for Wuna.
Definitely not.
Hawthorne Bunny now has some questions. Number 1, what does Maud need with a starship?
Well, Maud needs a starship in order to fly to Janus 7, in order to meet up with her new boyfriend, Ensign Narat, and meet up with his family, the rest of the Horde.
I mean, that's as good a reason as any.
Number 2, who would win, Lunaverse Octavia or Darth Maul?
Lunaverse Octavia personality more than being Darth Growly McSnarlstun.
Totally. Number 3, what was the most difficult part of writing Where No Pony Has Gone Before?
Getting off my butt and actually writing it. For this thing, for literally years. But it was always just like, okay, I'll write it later. Oh wait, the 50th anniversary of Star Trek is coming up. That'd be a good idea. Celebratory anniversary fic.
Well, good for you for celebrating such a monumentous occasion.
Getting off your butt to write it, you write standing up.
Better than standing up. Or wiping standing up.
Well, sometimes I do stand up and act out, oh god, I remember one time a court pusher at the time, and I was outside and I was actually reenacting a lightsaber fight.
In public?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
One of the this was at night, a half hour from closing, and one of the managers was, and he looked me over and he was like, no, more land, more.
Then, the next question is, what did you think of Megan's cameo in Roller Coaster of Friendship?
And we drink.
I've not seen Roller Coaster of Friendship. Equestria Girls stuff beyond Rainbow Rock.
It's most definitely Megan. I'll say that. It is, if you've ever seen any of the old series, which I know you have, it's definitely Megan, and she's just kind of chilling there. And it's like, oh, hey, I know that reference.
All right. Then the next question is, what is your favorite or most memorable convention experience, whether it's NLP or otherwise?
Well, I've only been to 2 conventions in my life, both Star Trek themed. And that would probably be the one my picture taken with William Shatner.
That's awesome. So
yeah.
I'm curious. Are you going to BabsCon or any California conventions this year?
Well, this year I can't. Mostly because, well, due to my job, there's no way I can get time off.
Fair. I just wanted to tell you that if you do go, every major California convention in NorCal has the presence of an after-hours bar called the Black Hole, which is an entirely Klingon-run Klingon bar. And they have a drink called the Revenge. And when you order it, a bunch of Klingons scream at you that it's best served cold, and you need to try it.
Okay, that is pretty flippin' awesome. Pardon my language.
Sometimes they sing Klingon opera while they're pouring you your drink.
Oh god, that's so cool.
It's so cool. You really should come and try it at some point. I recommend it highly.
All right.
Now then, the next question. Who's your favorite Luniverse side character?
Probably Bon Bon, because I like writing her and Lyra together.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
number 7. Pencil is flailing over here. Would you rather watch the Star Wars Holiday Special or the worst episode from every series of Star Trek back to back?
Well, let's think for a moment. What would be the worst episodes of Star Trek? I'm going to assume one episode from each series.
You see,
Barring Discovery, since I have not seen Discovery.
I went a different direction and just assumed they were forcing us to watch every episode of Enterprise.
I don't mind Enterprise.
But have you seen the Star Wars Christmas special?
No,
So
I have not.
You need to look it up. It's on YouTube. I have a hard copy, which is worth so much money now, and because it's been banned and removed from everywhere, but it's on YouTube for free. Frickin' Carrie Fisher sings in it badly.
Yes, I know. And B. Arthur plays a bartender, and we keep pouring in it.
It's so good.
Okay.
And the first appearance of Boba Fett before he shows up in the actual movies, and you need to go fucking watch it.
Time pencil.
Thank you.
But you're welcome. But okay, the worst episodes of Star Trek probably from the original series would be either The Way to Eden or Spock. From the animated series again, would be Outer or Shades of Grey. Deep Space Nine would be Prophet and Lace. Threshold. Enterprise probably Night in. Just roll my eyes out. Original series and animated, I can just snark. So, yeah, the worst episodes of Star Trek.
Okay. I suppose in that lens, though, I would definitely go for the holiday special because I've seen it before and I know when to drink, which is the whole time. Speaking
And
of
it's
drinking,
shorter.
It is so much shorter. And you have to learn about Life Day and how Wookiees have Life Day. And you have to see old Wookiee put on a VR headset and watch porn. And he does. I'm not lying.
Oh, no, I know about that, Pen. I know you're not lying. I know about that.
I love Star Wars Christmas special. And I'm so proud to own a copy. We should move on.
Speaking of moving on, we're halfway through the cast,
Oh,
which means, Pencil, are you ready for me to talk dirty to you?
why, yes, Priest. I love it so much when you talk dirty to me.
T-bone steaks,
Okay, you're not actually supposed to get me turned on cats.
Cheez-Its,
Stop.
Cheetos, Cheese Whiz, rescuing horses. If you would like to...
We almost pulled it off, but I couldn't keep a straight face, honey. I'm sorry. I tried.
If you would like to get similar reactions in your bedroom, but not with pencil, consider donating to the Barcast Patreon, where we take the money you donate to us and send it to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary.
And they're very nice to horses there.
We're able to give them baths and make them wet and those sorts of things. So, if you would like to hear Pencil make more noises about, say, good scotch or Boris G, donate to the Barcast Patreon. That was probably the worst fake ad we've ever done. I'm so okay. We're moving on. We're moving on. Jammer has the next question. So, RK of the Striker JK5, has the cast been nice to you?
The cast has been incredibly nice and incredibly generous and incredibly that would be a yes.
Number 1. Trixie can do anything better. So if she sleeps, would she snore louder than anyone or not at all?
Ooh.
Trixie would or her snores would be so melodic they would put you into a nice deep.
I would like to hear somebody who snores melodically. I've heard snore harmony before. Because I was in a hotel room with Priest and Flammenberger, and they snored in harmony at the same time for a while. And I actually got up and shook them both awake, and I warned them that next time they do that to me, I'm gonna get up and start hitting shit and singing, "I ain't gonna sleep because of y'all! You ain't gonna sleep because of me!" And that's gonna be it.
Hey, Pencil, wasn't it nice that Bruce was hiding the earplugs for you?
Yeah, and he hid the earplugs from me!
I love you.
Anyway, sorry.
Number 2. If you had to give her your undivided attention a day, every day, would you give Trixie a place to stay at your home?
Oh yeah.
So many Trixie pictures. Number 3. Would you hug Thing Pony, kiss them goodnight, tell them every little thing is going to be all right, and would you stick your peener in it?
And you know what it looks like. We don't have to show you, right?
Yes, I know what Thing Pony looks like. I've been going through the thread like the entire past week, looking at all the questions.
So you're
But
ready.
what I would tell... Oh yeah. I would tell things it would be alright. A Type 3 phaser rifle and vaporize it.
So literally, you'd of mice and men her. You take her out to the you take her out to the creek and tell her to look across the feet imagine the rabbits, imagine it. It's so hard that you could actually see it, and then you just put a bullet in the back of his head. Isn't that about right? By the way,
Yeah, pretty much.
You've never read of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
so
George
sad.
the Rabbits.
That's the movie, dumbass.
Number 4. What would be the ideal date with your tricky gal?
Oh, take her to a movie. I would take her dancing. I would take her home. I would make her dinner. Make sweet, sweet love to her. I would do whatever she wanted. Because she's Trixie and she deserves it.
So you'd lick her, neck and her back, and then her pussy and
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's...
The next question is, if you're going to hug anyone on the Barcast, why would it be Enigma?
And
Very interesting that the...
hold on. The fucking link for Enigma. The link for Enigma is a link to Vylon.
Wait, what?
What the heck is up?
The link to Enigma's name on Jammer's post is a link to Vylon's profile.
And a link to the Barcast goes to Tide Pod Pony that Ravage made.
Oh.
I give you all a hug and a hearty hand.
Aww. Number 6. Have any of these questions bothered you?
Maybe the Thing Pony one, but that's only because I'm not a fan of the Thing.
Aw.
Fair enough. The next question is from RB-47,
Who doesn't like peaches? What a fucking loser! Anyway.
who's completely relevant. Which of your stories are you the most proud of?
Well, are we talking just My Little Pony stories or stories?
Any story.
Everything.
I'm actually a crossover I did between Sailor Moon and Star Wars.
Why not a Sailor
Where
Moon
I
Star
actually
Wars
managed
crossover?
because I actually managed to make it fit. I actually managed not nerf any characters' behavior. I actually had a person do a read on YouTube, any crossovers he's ever read, and he's read a lot of them. And plus the fact that I've actually commissioned fan art of
Okay.
like I just took into disparate for actually managed to make it work.
That's reason enough to be proud.
All right, the next set of questions comes from Dark Angel. So it's time to get sad.
Sad time!
Number 1.
Aww.
Are you truly happy with what you've done with your life? Lying is permitted.
Gonna lie, I actually am overall happy with it taking me.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Number 2.
Thank you.
Do you regret anything?
Of course, everyone regrets something.
Fair.
Number 3. Why do we hide inside these walls?
Being caught.
Okay, that skipped beautifully. And it sounded like you said because we cock.
Being outside in a snowstorm would suck.
Okay, not because we cock. Got it. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay. You're welcome, Pencil.
Number 4. What do you do to remain happy?
I write fanfic, I play with my transfer friends. I occasionally go to the movies.
Okay. Now we're going to Rainbow Double Dash, who I have never seen here before.
Hi, Rainbow Double Dash.
Might as well throw in a question or two, they say. Number 1. Rank the main 6 and Spike from your most to your least favorite and a brief reason as to why.
I can't really rank Spike. He's outside of the spectrum for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Probably number 1 is Rarity. Because she's a fashion, pardon the pun, a closed horse. They could have gone the laziest route with her, but they didn't. She is probably the most complex characters in the show. She has drive, she has business savvy, smart, she knows what she's doing.
Well, I mean, the town.
It's just what they did with her. Oh, Dash.
All right.
Number 2 would be probably Applejack. There's a bit of Generation 1 connectiveness with her, but I do ship, so she's kind of elevated a bit with that. And I also like the fact that she's settled. She knows what she's doing, she knows what she wants, and she has it. Sometimes it's just nice to see a settled, stable character like that. Number 3 would be Twilight Sparkle. I used to rank her as number 1, but honestly, she's undergone some pretty bad character regression over the years. I like her. I like the whole checklist thing, the micromanaging thing. It just gets to an. It's just like, okay, yes, we get it. She's hyper organized. She's upset. Number 4 would probably be Fluttershy. She's nice, but sometimes the fact that she has to learn the same lesson like reason in multiple seasons just really grates on me. Like, yes, we need to be more assertive for the billionth damn time. Number 5 would be Rainbow Dash. I don't really have anything for or against her. It's just that number 6 is Pinkie Pie, which is odd because some of my favorite episodes are with her, like Pinkie Pie, Baby Cakes. Just sometimes, yeah, she's fun. Other times, I wish I could. Some of my most hated episodes are Pinkie Pie. Luna. Well, I don't hate Luna Eclipse, but I hated Pinkie Pie in that one. Hell, just most of season 2, I wanted to slap her upside the. So yeah, that's my ranking.
Cool. Good reasons. Then number 2, would you please do the same for the major antagonists?
Oh god, there's so many.
Such as Nightmare Moon, Discord, Chrysalis, Sombra, Tyrek, Glimmer, Pony of Shadows, and whoever the fuck that person is.
Oh, I know who Cozy Glow is. She's all the rage right now.
As antagonists, ignoring the stuff like when they're reformed.
Who is best antagonist? Like, can we just go with that? Who is best antagonist? And
just take into it. I wanted to say a tie between Discord and Tyrek. One, and he is pretty badass. Discord because, you know, the Star Trek connections, and he was really an evil son of a bitch. Like take away the whole whimsical facade, and he was a genuine monster. He was just straight up evil. Like, and he did it willingly with a smile on his face and a soft.
It's true. Then let's see. We're going to go to questions from Muggany now, which I want to remind going forward that if the questions aren't for the guest, we're not likely to read them. So this is the last time.
we'll read a few. We'll read a few for us.
Muggany has questions for Milk.
No, wake up!
Will you read the script to the B-Movie 2 that I had Priest send to you to throw him off?
No, but I enjoyed the Full Metal Jacket one that he sent the other day. I actually did read through that a little bit.
Are you really?
No, I'm not going to read it on stream. No, I actually just enjoyed
Okay.
reading the script.
If Priest sent the script, Milk must A, read at least one scene, and I'll finally stop sending him the script.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Milk ain't gotta do nothing. Milk owns the podcast. He is CEO. He ain't gotta do shit but answer to the FBI.
But I like that he sends me the script.
Milk is awesome.
That was either awesome or autism, and I don't know which.
Both. It was both.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
move on.
We're going to Riza, who, oh my gosh, asked the same questions that Alex asked. I love you, Riza, but we're not going to duplicate those questions, and it's very
Also-
sweet you did it anyway. Number 3.
Why is Flammenwerfer best pony? I guess Flammenwerfer is best pony because Boris said that he was best princess.
I can see that.
That's all. We'll move on now.
Number 3. Are you stricken by being here, RK Striker JK5?
Why?
All right. The next questions are from Brian Reeds. Hey, it's RK. How you doing, bud? Let's start with my usual questions, and then I have some maybe special one for you after. Number 1. What's your favorite song from the show and song from the fandom?
My favorite song from the show would probably be, oh god, the Goof on Pie and Cheese Sandwich did, because, it's Weird Al's love.
Fair enough.
As for my favorite song from the fandom, I have one. I did like this, A Million Fluttershy. I admittedly don't have many songs of the fan.
All right. Then, who is your favorite non-pony character? And I'm guessing this is from G4.
No. Tie between Ocellus and Yona.
Okay. What is your opinion of changelings?
I like them. They're cool. I like the whole Love Eater thing. I like their old design. I like their new design, although sometimes I think the colors are a little too bright.
Fair enough. I totally agree with that. The next question is, as in, no, don't give me that look, Pencil. I don't like their new design. I think they're too bright.
Yay!
All right. What is your opinion of Spike?
I like him sometimes, but a lot of okay, no, check that. Most times his episodes suck. Dragon Quest was horrible. Princess Spike just continually made me want to slap my head against the desk or slap his head against it. They could do so much better with him. The fact that he got whipped. I guess a part of it is because I hate a lot of what they did with the dragons in My Little Pony. Like they kind of went the lazy route. Jerks, with few exceptions. Like, yes, we get it. Smog, Tolkien, something different. Give them an actual civilization. That's what I did, and I ain't changing.
Fair. I think that's really good insight on how to actually properly do that, even with things that you aren't necessarily the biggest fan of. The next question is, what is your opinion of the Barcast?
Really, Bud? Really great bunch of owls, and I really glad I found you people, and that I am so incredibly humbled to be interviewed.
Aw. Well, it's nice to have you here, dude, especially someone who's been around for so long.
All the gay.
Yes.
Next question is, what is your opinion of the semi-common ship of Twilight and Trixie?
I like it, but I think Trixie's too good for her now.
Fair enough. No, I agree with that. Like, Trixie,
Twilight would just have a
well character.
yeah. Twilight would just have this bitch for her date. She'd out of it. She wouldn't be paying attention to Trixie. She'd be like, okay, now we do this, and now we do this. Oh, we have to keep time. We have to keep time. Yes, we get it, show. She's obsessed with checklists. Ugh. About Princess Spike. In the original season 1 episode, Winter Wrap-Up, Twilight was able to ask the team leaders. She would go around, check on them, but she left them alone to do things. In Princess Spike, she literally ran herself and had to sleep for like 3 days because she micromanaged everything.
It's true. That's just what happens when you flanderize characters. Now then,
Yep.
there are some special questions just for you. Number 1, what inspired you to write?
Young Jedi Knights.
Fair enough. Next question. Just how long have you been in the fandom without disclosing your actual age, of course?
About 33 years.
Woo! All right. Why is Trixie your favorite pony?
It's kind of complicated. It goes back to both. Trixie. Okay, let me try and do this. In Ghostbusters, Trixie initially does nothing. She shows up. She appears. She does a little spiel, but she doesn't call anybody out. She doesn't challenge anyone. She does, she just basically says, gaze upon the great and powerful Trixie. Watch as Trixie does the most amazing feats of magic ever seen by pony eyes. It's basic showmanship, And the very next thing that one of the other ponies says, Rarity says, my, what boasting. Yes, Rarity, it's boasting. She's trying to get the audience. Because we see over Applejacks that Trixie actually does a trick. And the one bad talking her, Applejack, Rarity, and Rainbow Dash. The 3 members with the biggest egos and who have done the most boasting over the year. And they're talking loud, no pretense of stage whispering. They're talking loudly right in front of her show, like 6 feet away from the stage. And about a minute after Trixie's voiceover, Rainbow Dash yells out, "Magic's magic, boo." Rainbow Dash. What about Rarity and Twilight Sparkle? As juvenile as it sounds, the main 6 did it with her. I'm not going to excuse all of Trixie's actions, mind you. There's a lie about the Ursa Minor was bad. She was calling out Twilight Sparkle, the only one who was not overtly heckling her. Oh, by the way, Spike. Trixie did some wrong. The amount of retribution and quote-unquote punishment that she got, way over the line. She lost her home. She was nearly eaten by an Ursa Minor, which, mind you, was brought to Ponyville by Snips and Snaps on jet. They didn't get the idea to get it until Spike said so. Trixie's home is destroyed. She has escape routes, but she ponies up and she fights it. in a town that she had no connection to whatsoever tries. You want to know what Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Applejack do? Nothing. They do nothing to stop the Ursa Minor. The ones that heckled her did nothing.
Right, but she kind of got backed into a corner though with that.
I mean, she could have been killed. So, I mean, that's the other option, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always choose death.
If you look at
where you are, Rav.
I did a review of this episode, and I pointed out the alley, the part of the town she was in. There was an alley to her left of her. There was a break in the foliage behind her. She could have escaped, but she didn't. She fought the Ursa. Applejack, the descendant of the town founder, Rainbow Dash, the hip, cool one that I'll never leave a pony. And Rarity did nothing.
All right.
The episode is
All right. Then the next question is, if you could have any part of your stories be canon, what would it be and why?
Ooh.
Generation 1 is the distant past of Generation 4, and that Megan helped raise Celestia and Luna.
I like
Sorry.
that.
Well, I can see her raising Celestia. Because what does Celestia do?
What you mean, like how Rafiki raised Simba?
So, I'm pretty sure Enigma's never actually seen The Lion King, except for that one time he had to with his niece. Because otherwise, he'd understand more about life and, like, the value of interpersonal relationships. And he doesn't. So, I just want to make it clear to everyone out there, like, let's find out. Hey, Enigma, what species was Mufasa? What was Mufasa?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What species?
Yeah, what species was Mufasa?
He was a lion.
Okay, so he's got that much right.
Yes.
Yes.
I've seen the movie.
I mean, I have out still.
He's talking about literally raising Simba over his head.
Enigma, go to hell. Can I ban him? Can I ban him?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. I got this. Hold on. Right, here we go. And move to time out channel. And he's gone.
He'll be back.
I'll move him back in a second.
Next.
Two can play at that game.
Enigma, you're the one asking questions. You can't move us to time out. We're valuable.
Oh, and now Enigma has a new toy.
How dare you? Love you, Enigma.
Finally, how many tribbles does it take to blow up the Death Star?
Sufficient.
One more time for us. I'm really curious about the answer here.
You throw it at sufficient velocity at the Death Star.
You have to hit the right spot, though. You have to find its waste chutes, right?
Well, not necessarily.
No, I mean if you
the hard drive.
Ah.
All right. Let's move on to questions from Cinderbell.
Because chat is the bomb's a placeholder, nothing else. Aha! Have you refreshed in a long time?
Yes,
Okay.
I literally just did.
I trust you. I was just curious.
All right, here it goes. What do you think about MLP Gen 4 progress from Season 1 to the current season? Did the show get better, worse, or different in your opinion?
Different and an overall good. I won't lie, there's parts of the show I disagree with how they. I've done things on the show.
It's like trying to decipher Morse code, but backwards.
Oh, God. Overall, yes, it's been a good progression.
Okay. Then the next question is, how does MLP Gen 4 compare to MLP Gen 1? Do you think it's better, worse, or about the same?
About the same. They're too different to compare.
Fair enough. Now we're going to Tin Man, who starts by asking, number 1, what is your favorite headcanon?
Time Turner is the doctor and married to Ditzy and a kid.
All right. Number 2, do you prefer bug ponies or the gay deer?
Well, I'm not sure what the gay deer are from, so bug ponies by default.
Okay. Number 3, bird ponies or bat ponies?
Bird ponies.
All right. Number 4, do you even crotch boobs?
I'm very tired of crochet.
He's speaking Navajo now.
Whoa. Okay. That's not okay, Rav. I'm calling you out on that.
We call them indigenous Americans.
I said, I'm very tired. I thought you said crochet boobs.
Oh, God. All right. Then, number 5, why not dragon boobs?
Why not?
Fair enough. The next question is one of our how does it make you feels. Here's the picture. And that is a terrible, copy paste. Hold on. Let me see if this does better. It seems
Screen
not.
cap it. Screen cap it.
Good job.
Jeez. Here we go.
Drawn. I don't know why Celestia had on her left hoof there.
All right. The next set of questions are from Talon and Thorn. Number 1, what past Hasbro property would you like the most to be rebooted now?
They've all
Yeah, I suppose they probably all have. How would you cross that property over with MLP Season 1?
I already have.
You already have? Which one specifically?
I've got a fanverse going called the Hasbroverse. It's basically Transformers, G.I. Joe, Inhumanoids, Gem, My Little Pony, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, all kind of blended together.
Okay. Then we'll have to make sure we get that added to our stories for podcasters and make sure everyone sees it. The next question.
Thank you.
The next question is from Vylon.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's time for questions with Byline.
That is way too cute.
How are you today?
I'm good.
All right, now we're moving to questions from Lone Trooper. Hey, RK Striker JK5, welcome to the cast. How are you doing today?
I'm good, but my voice feels like sandpaper.
Number 1. What is your favorite heartwarming experience at a convention?
When I got my picture taken with one of my best friends. We both got a set of pictures.
All right. Number 2. What advice would you give to beginning writers who are hesitant to write and publish their first story?
Don't be too sad or angry that you don't get too much. It's your first, nobody's heard or seen of you, but it's gonna take time. Also, make sure it's as grammatic as possible. First impressions count.
Number 3. Knowing that when you die, none of your accomplishments, dreams, or goals will matter, and everyone will forget you ever existed, does this bother you? Wow, what the fuck?
This podcast is on the internet. Will live, therefore, I will.
Number 4. What inspires and motivates you to continue riding this roller coaster we call life?
Grim Reaper, the satisfaction of getting my until I'm damn good and ready.
All right. Oh, fuck. Number 5 is the goddamn fucking never gonna give you up question.
Never
You
gonna.
know what?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and hurt you. Just as begin to sing next line, Princess Celestia comes at you and pimp slaps you, declaring, "We do not do that despicable song in our great nation. If you ever speak another verse of that wretched lyrics, I will personally banish you to the sun. Will you turn around and let her down or never give her up, make her understand, and tell her how you're feeling?"
Okay, very good singing there. Second off, I actually like that song a lot. Third off, considering Celestia's performance over I was just singing. Probably a good 90% odds I would knock her unconscious.
All right. Now we have questions from Full's Half. All right, RK. Number 1. How many mirror pinkies are still at large?
At least 2, probably more. Because Twilight the Murderer couldn't get them all.
All right. Number 2. Can Pinky calculate pi to the last decimal?
He already had.
The next question is, what are your expectations for Gen 5 Trixie?
I'm just gonna see what.
I want to try that one again. I'm sorry, it cut you off at the very end there.
No expectations, and so just gonna go in.
You know what? If you, the way I see it, you go in flaccid, it's just easier to get you harder.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
Number 4. Why is it called cargo when it travels by ship, and shipment is when it travels by car?
I never thought about that. Fuck.
Because English as a language sucks.
It's so true.
It's true.
Number 5. Give us your favorite idea for an MLP story that hasn't been done yet.
Ooh, yes, please.
Uh, I'm not sure. Oh, Starlight Glimmer and no wait. Ah, damn! I don't have one up.
I can give you one.
Ooh, yes, please do.
Go right ahead.
Here, pencil. Take this one. Spike bites his own dick off.
I mean, I could actually make that work. I've written enough Spike reviews recently. I just don't like writing about him in general.
Well, I mean, think about it. One day he's getting curious, wondering, can I suck myself off? And then, like, Twilight opens the door behind him and bashes him in the head.
I may reference it. During Living with Twilight Sparkle is weird, if that's okay.
Hey, go for it.
All right.
Would it grow back like
like a lizard
axolotl?
tail? Oh god, that'd be fucking hilarious if it like fell off like that fucking lizard that drops its own tail to get away.
Most lizards do that.
I know. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, genuinely. Most lizards can do that. Yeah,
I mean, I only know of like one from my area that does it, so.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard more about Spike losing his tail in stories. I'd like to see that.
Mm.
What, every time he gets frightened, his tail drops?
Yeah, I'd love to see something like that. Price, what's next?
Next, we're going to Vandamoose for questions. If the Barcast would be an edgy OC, what would it look like? And what would be its tragic backstory, and how would you loot it?
It would be a 6-headed pony. And it would have been combined by accidentally misfiring one of her spells like she died. And if one gets horny...
Okay, I can see that also being a sex story.
Yeah. Number 2. What is Spike's biggest sin, and how would you punish him for this?
His existence! Anyway, sorry.
Probably completely destroying the idea of dragons being anything more than big generic talking thugs. And in process, Spike completely and totally screwing the pooch.
I hope he's not literally doing that. Poor Winona.
Oh, Winona's too good for him.
Yeah, I agree. Hell, like the random stick scene in scene 5 is too good for him.
Number 3 is a double, so we'll skip.
Well, how would you do Thing Pony? In the back of the head while talking about the rabbits, George. We know that.
It's true. Number 4. What is the most gay Disney couple?
Elsa and Anna?
Learn how to spell cup. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Elsa and Anna.
Truth.
They are a pretty gay couple. Their love is better than all of the man love, so I understand.
You could say it's an icebreaker.
Fuck you! What's next?
Oh.
Number 5. What combination of two foods tastes way better than it should?
I have no peanut butter and peanut butter and milk.
Wait, do you take peanut butter and put it in milk, my dude?
I don't know. I was literally just starting off random stuff.
That's fair too. Okay, all right.
That's how we started this cast.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, if you really want to, you can go buy some Nutter Butters, grab yourself a glass of milk, and find out.
No, we also have just jars of peanut butter here because Priest likes to eat peanut butter like a heathen with spoon.
Guys, what would Snoo think? We keep putting peanut butter in milk.
Milk? Can we put peanut butter inside you?
How are we putting peanut butter in me?
I didn't say peanut butter. I said peanut butter.
What's that?
You should know.
I'm confused because I'm hearing peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Oh, okay. I mean...
Smegma!
No, fuck! Oh, God, no! Next question! Fuck, I'm sorry, Milk, I didn't mean to say anything! What's next?
I mean, if you're offering.
No! Next question! We're skipping that one because that's dumb. Next question.
Number 6. You find a booty chest. What is in it? Or are you too scared to open it because it could be a mimic?
I would grab a 10 and use that to open the chest.
A tent. Got it.
Ah.
He's a 10-foot pole. But what's next?
Princess Amori Dudette has the next set of questions. As the queen of the potatoes, I beseech thee not to forget to take your potato weapon into your next battle of words and wit. Also, nice seeing you on stream, buddy. I loved your stories. I thank you for all the support you've given me all the years.
Aw, that's so sweet. What is this doing here?
It's doing here because I'm here.
Fair.
Still, it's great to see you supported by your friends and cared individuals. And then Pencil posted a thing.
I did!
What do you want us to do with this?
Wait, do we have enough time left? We do! We have enough time left. This is a video. Please send this video before it plays. Please send this video to our guest and let our guest watch at least some of it to see what they think of it. Because you're old and you might actually get this reference. Go for it.
All right, can you give me a minute to watch it?
Yep,
Yeah,
we're
sure.
gonna watch it too for the stream.
All right, Milk, go ahead and play it for the stream, if you can.
You're in charge of it. Yeah,
No, Milk's
Milk,
streaming.
please play the video. Do it.
Oh, it just repeats?
Yeah, it loops. We can stop it. We can stop it.
Okay.
Pencil, thank you.
Is it something you know? Is that a reference to something you've heard of?
No, it is not.
Oh, it's okay. I know you were old, so I thought you might know Magical Trevor from I saw that back when I was a youngin', and I'm old too. For those who don't know Magical Trevor, go look it up sometime. But either way, I think it's fun. Do you? Okay, keep listening to Magical Trixie.
Go right ahead.
Now then.
This is absolutely an old people meme. This is by the same people who made Badger, Badger, Badger. If you don't know what Badger, Badger, Badger is, you're a wee babby, get the fuck out.
I know what Badger is.
This is from Badger, Badger, Badger. This is the same people. They also did Kenya, which some people know.
Narwhals.
Narwhals, which a lot of people know. What other ones are really, really famous?
Rub my boobies.
Oh, look at my horse is amazing. Everybody on Pony knows that from somewhere.
Oh, God. That's what that's from?
Yeah, it's from the same people who did this.
Oh, God.
Alex, no, I do not mean Toto by Africa.
She means Africa by Toto.
Yes, I do.
All right. Now then, we're in the last little bit of the cast, which means that we have a little bit of time to take stuff from the chat. So please, queue up a few good questions for our guests while I ask RK Striker, hey man, if there's a question that someone wasn't able to get to and they're checking this out on YouTube and they really want to just check up on you, be like, hey man, I like your stuff, you're really cool. How can they get in touch with you? And what are you working on releasing here soon?
Milk is
through my fanfic profile. I don't really do videos or stuff like that. I'm getting the next chapter for Multiversal Harmony ready. I'm getting the next chapter for the Conversion Bureau United We Stand. Yes, it's an anti-conversion bureau fic, but it's actually nuanced. I am thinking about going back and doing some outlining for some of my older Star Wars, Star Trek crossovers for when hopefully Nighty does the whole Gen Fic thing.
right.
I am thinking about doing a Christmas special where Doctor Who's and his family goes and visits Sarah Jane Smith, or as I like to call her, best companion.
All right. We have a question from the chat. Also, Milk, are you still playing the video with sound? Milk, do you love it? Okay. We have a question from the other guy. It's, if you came across wet cement and decided to fuck it, how deep would the hole be once it dries?
Pass.
Okay.
That's fair. You could just say how wide it would be. I don't know, like some
It
people.
would be dick size.
Well, no, some people sit around.
Oh,
Are you upset? Are you upset at me? I could act. Did I give you indigestion with my pun?
yes.
Fucking A, I'm sorry.
It internally hurt me.
I'm only like a little sorry. I'll acknowledge.
Well, you put them on puns and needles.
Yeah, fuck, man. Amber's asking, like, what's your girth now? Tell us how big it is in relation to the width of a pickle.
Jesus.
You guys, he's already passed on the dick question as he has not measured. So, do you have any questions for him? Like, I can ask a question.
Please, go for it.
What aspect of Trixie is best?
That smile.
Oh.
Not that ass, but that smile.
Yeah, he's talking about the other smile.
Wow. We finally have a guy on that appreciates a mare for more than her physical qualities.
Well, a smile's a physical
Fucking.
quality. He threw a pen. He was so mad.
I also appreciate her gumption.
Her gumption.
She is truly a brave pony.
I can see that. So, by the way, I just want to say, gentlemen out there, if you're looking to say nice things about a female, compliment her smile. That's all nice. Don't get super specific. Don't be like, your front teeth are really symmetrical with the rest of your mouth. Don't be weird. But, or don't tell them they have a high smile line. Or anything like that. Instead, compliment their smile or compliment their gumption or their intellect. Just don't tell them that they have spunk. This is important because spunk actually means semen. Don't say that. Seriously, spunk means semen. Don't say that.
That gets said a lot.
I know, and it's so upsetting to me. Like, I like you, girl. You have spunk. It's like, please don't say that the girl has semen.
I'll remember. Thank you.
I like what Desolin says.
Don't say creepy things. Don't use pickup lines. Actually, on occasion, if you can say a pickup line dumbly enough, as if you know it's dumb, like you're in on the joke, it can be kind of charming. But you can't be creepy about it. It can't be like, I want to sleep with you kind of once. Like, it has to be innocuous and bad. Like, asking to hold their hand or, like, buy them a drink. Or my favorite. Hey, Priest.
Yes.
Do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
No, how much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name's Pencil.
Hi, Pencil. My name's Priest.
Yeah, like, that is one of my favorite pickup lines that's ever been used on me.
Wait, are you coming on to me? I thought we were friends.
I'm so offended.
No, that's a reference to when we first met. No, don't be mad. I love you.
I love you too. Anyway, why don't you ask if our guest has anything final to say to his fans, as Dr. Boris G would put it?
I think that's really fair. Do you? Jesus Christ, that meme. Are we going to say that at the end of every cast now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say that at the end of every cast because I want to salute Dr. Boris G at the end of every cast until he literally tells me to stop.
RK, do you have any final closing words that you would like to leave us with?
Like what you like. Don't worry about what I like and tell you whether or not they should like it or not like it. Write what you... And just party on, dudes.
Oh, yes, be excellent to each other. And party on, dude. So, I guess that's all we got time for today, which means Alex, post the links! Anyway.
Mel, who do we have next week? Do we have a name in mind, but they haven't confirmed yet?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Who is it? Uh-oh!
I don't
Milk?
know.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
kill
know.
Bugs Bunny with that line?
Oh, was I sound like milk, are we okay?
No, because I have to find somebody to like put them in the schedule because reasons.
I will find someone, not to worry, my dear.
Just give me name and I will find them and break their kneecaps.
I will bribe certain people to be on, because I would like them.
Oh, right. Okay. That's what we were trying to do. Okay.
No, I was going to say, why don't we get a certain manager of certain teams to sign up with us?
Oh. Oh.
I think we should ask a certain Sparky man who likes
T-Sparks.
tea. Yeah. I think we should contact T. Whether or not he says yes is fine. If not, we'll contact Craig and he'll say no. It'll be great. Anyway!
We have a lot of people in mind. Thank you all for tuning in. We have to reach out to people. Thank you once again, RK, for coming on. And your bartenders this evening have been Anon Pencil,
Thank you, RK!
Enigmatic Otaku,
Need more Milo eyebrows.
Milk,
Ooh woo.
Rav,
Eee!
our wonderful guest, RK Striker JK5.
Peace and long life. Live long and prosper.
Fuck yeah!
My name's Flutter Priest. I need to go fucking kill Enigma. Jesus Christ, Enigma. I'm so done with all of your shit and all of your stuff about my dog eating parts of me.
We found his dog, one of his eyebrow hairs!
I'm done! I'm so done!